Scene: the fireman's forecastle. Yank's watch has just come off duty and had dinner. Their faces and bodies shine from a soap and water scrubbing, but around their eyes, where a hasty dousing does not touch, the coal dust sticks like black makeup, giving them a queer, sinister expression. Yank has not washed either face or body. He stands out in contrast to them, a blackened, brooding figure. He is seated forward on a bench in the exact attitude of Rodin's The Thinker. The others, most of them smoking pipes, are staring at Yank half apprehensively, as if fearing an outburst, half amusedly, as if they saw a joke somewhere that tickled them. Voices: he ain't ate nothin'. Py golly, a faller gat grubbin' him. Divil o lie. Yank feeta de fire, no feeta de face. Ha ha. He ain't even washed hisself. He's forgot. Hey, Yank, you forgot to wash. Yank, sullenly. Forgot nothin'. To hell wid washin'. Voices: it'll stick to you. It'll get under your skin. Give yer the bleedin' itch, that's what. It makes spots on you like a leopard. Like a piebald nigger, you mean. Better wash up, Yank. You sleep better. Wash up, Yank. Wash up. Wash up. Yank, resentfully. Ah say, yous guys. Lemme alone. Can't yous see I'm tryin' to tink? All, repeating the word after him as one with cynical mockery. Think. The word has a brazen, metallic quality as if their throats were phonograph horns. It is followed by a chorus of hard, barking laughter. Yank, springing to his feet and glaring at them belligerently. Yes, tink. Tink, dat's what I said. What about it? They are silent, puzzled by his sudden resentment at what used to be one of his jokes. Yank sits down again in the same attitude of the thinker. Voices: leave him alone. He's got a grouch on. Why wouldn't he? Patty, with a wink at the others. Sure, I know what's the matter. 'Tis acy to see. He's fallen in love, I'm telling you. All, repeating the word after him as one with cynical mockery. Love. The word has a brazen, metallic quality as if their throats were phonograph horns. It is followed by a chorus of hard, barking laughter. Yank, with a contemptuous snort. Love, hell. Hate, dat's what. I've fallen in hate, get me? Patty, philosophically, 'twould take a wise man to tell one from the other. With a bitter, ironical scorn, increasing as he goes on. But I'm telling you it's love that's in it. Sure, what else but love for us poor bastes in the stokehole would be bringing a fine lady, dressed like a white queen, down a mile of ladders and steps to be having a look at us? A growl of anger goes up from all sides. Long, jumping on a bench hectically, insultin' us. Insultin' us, the bloody cow. And them bloody engineers. What right has they got to be exhibitin' us as if we was bleedin' monkeys in a menagerie? Did we sign for hinsults to our dignity as honest workers? Is that in the ship's articles? You kin bloody well bet it ain't. But I knows why they done it. I arst the deck steward she was and 'e told me. Old man's a bleedin' millionaire, a bloody capitalist. 'E's got enough bloody gold to sink this bleedin' ship. 'E makes arf the bloody steel in the world. 'E owns this bloody boat. And you and me, comrades, we're his slaves. And the skipper and mates and engineers, they're his slaves. And she's his bloody daughter and we're all the slaves, too. And she gives orders as 'ow she wants to see the bloody animals below decks, and down they takes her. There is a roar of rage from all sides. Yank, blinking at him bewilderedly. Say. Wait a moment. Is all dat straight goods? Long, straight as string. The bleedin' steward as waits on M.E. told me about her. And what are we goin' ter do? I arsks yer. Ave we got ter swaller hinsults like dogs? It ain't in the ship's articles. I tell yer we got a case. We kin go ter law. Yank, with abysmal contempt. Hell. Law. All, repeating the word after him as one with cynical mockery. Law. The word has a brazen metallic quality as if their throats were phonograph horns. It is followed by a chorus of hard, barking laughter. Long, feeling the ground slipping from under his feet desperately. As voters and citizens we kin force the bloody governments. Yank, with abysmal contempt. Hell. Governments. All, repeating the word after him as one with cynical mockery. Governments. The word has a brazen metallic quality as if their throats were phonograph horns. It is followed by a chorus of hard, barking laughter. Long, hysterically. We're free and equal in the sight of God. Yank, with abysmal contempt. Hell. God. All, repeating the word after him as one with cynical mockery. God. The word has a brazen metallic quality as if their throats were phonograph horns. It is followed by a chorus of hard, barking laughter. Yank, witheringly. Ah, joined his Salvation Army. All, sit down. Shut up. Damn fool. See lawyer. Long slinks back out of sight. Paddy, continuing the trend of his thoughts as if he had never been interrupted, bitterly. And there she was standing behind us, and the second pointing at us like a man you'd hear in a circus would be saying, "In this cage is a queerer kind of baboon than ever you'd find in darkest Africy. We roast them in their own sweat, and be damned if you won't hear some of them saying they like it." He glances scornfully at Yank. Yank, with a bewildered, uncertain growl. Ah. Paddy, and there was Yank roaring curses and turning round wid his shovel to brain her, and she looked at him, and him at her. Yank, slowly. She was all white. I thought she was a ghost. Sure. Paddy, with heavy, biting sarcasm. 'Twas love at first sight, divil a doubt of it. If you'd seen the endearin' look on her pale mug when she shriveled away with her hands over her eyes to shut out the sight of him. Sure, 'twas as if she'd seen a great hairy ape escaped from the zoo. Yank, stung with a growl of rage. Ah. Paddy, and the loving way Yank heaved his shovel at the skull of her, only she was out the door. A grin breaking over his face. 'Twas touching, I'm telling you. It put the touch of home, sweet home in the stokehole. There is a roar of laughter from all. Yank, glaring at Paddy menacingly. Ah, choke dat off, see. Paddy, not heeding him, to the others. And her grab bin at the second's arm for protection. With a grotesque imitation of a woman's voice. Kiss me, engineer dear, for it's dark down here and me old man's in Wall Street making money. Hug me tight, darlin', for I'm afeard in the dark and me mother's on deck makin' eyes at the skipper. Another roar of laughter. Yank, threateningly. Say. What you tryin' to do, kid me, ya old harp? Paddy divil a bit. Ain't I wishin' myself you'd brained her? Yank, fiercely. I'll brain her. I'll brain her yet, wait and see. Coming over to Patty, slowly. Say, is dat what she called me, a hairy ape? Patty, she looked at you if she didn't say the word itself. Yank, grinning horribly. Hairy ape, huh? Sure. Dat's de way she looked at me, all right. Hairy ape. So dat's me, huh? Bursting into rage as if she were still in front of him. Yes, skinny tart. Ya white-faced bum, yeah. I'll show ya who's a ape. Turning to the others, bewilderment seizing him again. Say, yous guys. I was bawlin' him out for pullin' de whistle on us. You heard me. And den I seen yous lookin' at somepen and I thought he'd sneak down to come up in back of me, and I hopped round to knock him dead wit de shovel. And dere she was wit de light on her. Christ, you coulda pushed me over with a finger. I was scared, get me? Sure. I thought she was a ghost, see? She was all in white like day wrap around stiffs. You seen her. Kin you blame me? She didn't belong, dat's what. And den when I come to and seen it was a real scoit and seen de way she was lookin' at me like Patty said, Christ, I was sore, get me? I don't stand for dat stuff from nobody. And I flung dis shovel onny she'd beat it. Furiously. I wished it'd banged her. I wished it'd knocked her block off. Long and be enged for murder or electrocuted? She ain't bleedin' well worth it. Yank, I don't give a damn what. I'd be square wit her, wouldn't I? Tink I want her let her put some ben over on me? Tink I'm goin' to let her get away wit dat stuff? Ya don't know me. Noon ain't never put nothin' over on me and got away wit it, see, not dat kind of stuff, no guy and no scoig neither. I'll fix her. Maybe she'll come down again. Voice, no chance, Yank. You scared her out of a year's growth. Yank, I scared her? Why the hell should I scare her? Who the hell is she? Ain't she the same as me? Hairy Ape, huh? With his bold confident bravado. I'll show her I'm better'n her, if she only knew it. I belong and she don't, see. I move and she's dead. 25 knots a hour, dat's me. Dat carries her but I make dat. She's onny baggage. Sure. Again bewilderedly. But, Christ, she was funny lookin'. Did you pipe her hands? White and skinny. Ya could see de bones trough em. And her mush, dat was dead white, too. And her eyes, dey was like dey'd seen a ghost. Me, dat was. Sure. Hairy Ape. Ghost, huh? Look at dat arm. He extends his right arm, swelling out the great muscles. I coulda took her wid dat, with just my little finger even, and broke her in two. Again bewilderedly. Say, who is dat scoit, huh? What is she? What she come from? Who made her? Who give her de noive to look at me like dat? Dis ting's got my goat right. I don't get her. She's new to me. What does a scoit like her mean, huh? She don't belong, get me. I can't see her. With growing anger. But one ting I'm wise to, right. Yous all kin bet your showits I'll get even wid her. I'll show her if she tinks she grinds de organ and I'm on de string, huh? I'll fix her. Let her come down again and I'll fling her into furnace. She'll move den. She won't shiver at nothin', den. Speed, dat'll be her. She'll belong den. He grins horribly. Patty, she'll never come. She's had her belly full, I'm telling you. She'll be in bed now, I'm thinking, would 10 doctors and nurses feed in her salts to clean the fear out of her? Yank, enraged. You'd think I made her sick, too, do ya? Just looking at me, huh? Hairy Ape, huh? In a frenzy of rage. I'll fix her. I'll tell her where to get off. She'll get down on her knees and take it back, or I'll bust a face off in her. Shaking one fist upward and beating on his chest with the other. I'll find ya. I'm comin', d'ya hear? I'll fix ya, god damn ya. He makes a rush for the door. Voices stop him. He'll get shot. He'll murder her. Trip him up. Hold him. He's gone crazy. He's strong. Hold him down. Look out for a kick. Pin his arms. They have all piled on him and, after a fierce struggle, by sheer weight of numbers have borne him to the floor just inside the door. Patty, who has remained detached. Cape him down till he's cooled off. Scornfully. Yera, Yank, you're a great fool. Is it payin' attention at all you are to the like of that skinny sow without one drop of raw blood in her? Yank, frenziedly, from the bottom of the heap. She done me doit. She done me doit, didn't she? I'll get square wid her. I'll get her some way. Get off'n me, yous guys. Lemme up. I'll show her who's a ape. Curtain.